All right, we have a big hour ahead for you, and let's start with a key investor narrative right now. DCLA managing partner Sarat Sethi is here with this for the entire hour. Sarat, I wonder what you make of just what's happening with the price action today. It's not surprising, perhaps, that the market is down. The markets do actually go down every once in a while. But is it surprising to you just how much it's falling today and what's actually leading it to the downside?
So I would say it's not surprising, Dom, given, the uncertainty that is just continuing now. So that was something I think CEOs and the market was looking to say, hey, are we going to have some end to this tariff uncertainty? And this just kind of kicks the can down the road. And then the second one is, if you're looking at it as the Fed and you're going to say, OK, our rates really going to come down now if we go back into kind of a tariff war. So those two things, it's kind of sell now. Let's come back later. And part of that with the interest rates also is, you're seeing the banks sell off, right? Because the financials are now kind of wondering, what is this going to do to the economy? Look, we've got a lot of good things in the economy coming, tax refunds, huge amounts of CapEx. But today it's a risk off day. Sell the things that have done well, which have been financials, and take money from some of the losers as well. So it's a combination kind of all across the board.
Sarat, it's good to see you. By the way, you didn't have to do any shovel. Where are you? No, well, you don't have to tell us where you are, but you could have been here. It just would have taken, it would have been hard.
I'm in New York City, and
okay.
I did try. I did try. I told one of your producers I did try to walk to the office and almost killed myself. Yeah. So I came back to the apartment and said, I think I'm safer here.
So speaking of safety, so it's interesting to look at the financials today. Is part of this like the second or third derivative move because of the software implosion where people are like, don't want exposure to the insurance companies. They might have this stuff in their private portfolio. I mean, is that part of what's going on here? Or why is Amex down?
Yeah, the Amex one is quite surprising to me, and that kind of tells me that, hey, is this an indicator or something looking to see maybe how does this end up to be the consumer to do so? But again, Amex has been a phenomenally good stock. We own it. It's done really well. A lot of these financials have done well. But Kelly, to your point before, when you look at kind of, are we pulling a string here with Blue Owl, and then it feeds into Blackstone and KKR and Ares, and then where's the exposure? There were some articles this weekend written about, do we really know where all the exposure is? And look, I think it's very different from '08. It's not like this is sitting in one place. It's pretty spread out.
Right.
And again, it's not to say that this is the sell first narrative as to, and then look and see what's being written down and whether it's the software stocks or what else is in these private portfolios. And I think that's where kind of where we're getting most of this negative activity in the market. And obviously you're seeing kind of where's the money going? It's going into the hard assets, right? It's going into the energy assets, into consumer staples assets. So things that you're getting their rotation, but you're not getting the whole market to move. You're just getting these rotating corrections and then these rotating kind of sectors that are doing well.
Hey, Sarat, is there maybe a limit, hypothetically, to the downside that we're seeing in this market over today and maybe over the next day or two until we see Nvidia, right? Isn't this going to be one of those markets where you can do a little bit of that kind of selling, rotating, de-risking, degrossing, de-netting, whatever it is out there until there is a catalyst that could potentially be more forceful in the biggest publicly traded company in the world reporting its earnings? What exactly position-wise do you do heading into what could be, hypothetically, a massive market catalyst?
I think you're absolutely right, Tom. I think people are waiting to hear what Nvidia is going to say. And I think what you need to hear is CapEx is still strong. The hyperscalers are spending. We're seeing demand elsewhere for our chips, and we can't provide the chips. If you don't get those are table stakes. You will see a continued sell-off in the market because then it's a question of demand disappearing and double ordering happening. So I think the market needs Nvidia just to stabilize it. And then from there, we'll kind of go back to who's going to get, where is valuation? How important is it? And Don, we also have a couple other things. The software stocks this week are reporting. You've got Salesforce, you've got Workday, you've got Intuit, you got a whole bunch of them reporting.
Wow.
And I think when you see the multiples come down, and we can talk more about that later, I think that's going to also be some interesting support because right now, they've been kind of silent, especially during the quiet period.